a great audience.
You're so supportive.
All right. How are you? How's it out there in the internet? The internet's a big place. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
It's pretty big. How big is the internet, Nick?
It's as big as your imagination.
That's a big place to be, and that's where we are today. It's been a while since we've done a live, and this is one heck of a way to kick it back off. We have a special guest. Blake, how are you?
I am confused.
It's okay.
Mhm.
What has you confused?
I don't really know if I can get into it here.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable with discussing these type of things.
Just so many pedals and
There's a lot.
yeah,
A lot
of
to
gear.
deal with.
Lot to deal with. I'm pumped. We're giving away a ton of stuff, and we're going to talk about Soviet Union / Russian pedals. What's the difference in the Soviet Union and Russia? We're going to get into that. Nick, just right now, what are your thoughts on Soviet Union versus Russia?
I'm no historian, but I think that they're different.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I think we should learn together
What they are.
like a family.
Okay. We're going to do that right after I tell everything we're giving away. This is the most giveaways we've ever done on the show.
This is a
today.
big one.
This
It's
is
a
loaded.
giveaway extravaganza.
So after that, you're going to walk through a Tone Mob introduction to
Okay.
the Soviet Union.
Yes.
Okay. So the giveaways are Ernie Ball Trivia Time. We're going to give away a box of strings of your choice, shipped directly to your door, might I add. And the winner of this box of strings gets a bonus. Addison, what is the bonus gift today from Ernie Ball?
It says it's for a live giveaway here. This is an Ernie Ball Volume Pedal Junior.
So they're going to get box of strings
things today.
and a volume pedal. We're giving away a Hercules guitar stand. This is, yes, yeah, the children are very excited. The guitar stand, Hercules is a good brand. We use them here. It's as if Hercules, the character, is holding your guitar safely.
yeah.
I like that.
He's very strong, though.
Yeah.
Like, he might squeeze too hard.
He could kill your guitar, but he holds it softly. It's a
Yes.
soft embrace by a strong arm.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
what you want. That's what you
Yeah,
want.
it is.
Mhm.
AMT, Addison, you want to walk us through this giveaway? Because they
Yeah.
are.
They are Russian.
There we go.
Bow, 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 bow.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's cool. It's fine. So we have this cool little module called the Pangea Module from AMT, and this goes inside of a pedal. It's a cab sim, really cool, kind of all-in-one thing. It's got like IR loader, room reverb, things like that you can do.
So we tossed it in. It goes
We
into the
did.
battery. It's the shape of a battery.
Yeah. Oh, here I can show them.
Yeah. It goes in
Show
this.
them. Wait.
And it's
Come
like
on,
an
let's see it.
all-in-one
This is
DI
great right now.
sim.
Right there. You see that little thing in there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right there. So that's what we're going to give away, so you can put one in a pedal as well. It's a very, very awesome thing. We'll tell a little bit of history and a little backstory on AMT.
You will.
I will.
You're going to do a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
do
of your own pedal history high school
I
thing.
am. They have a... Oh, that's true. They have a really neat history, which we'll get into. So
Okay.
give them one of those away.
And then Tone Mob, you're giving away.
Yes. We have a couple things here. They're both going to go to the same person. The first is a little...
A little diddle. This is from Copper Sound.
It is.
Great company.
A lot of people have probably seen. They do pedal board flashlights. Woo!
Yes.
So
Wow.
you can mount that to your pedal board, and when you have a cable go bad on stage,
That's super useful.
you can find out what's going on.
You can say, "Hold on, audience.
That's right.
I gotta whip out my flashlight."
Yep. You can just pull it out.
And they're like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
They're like,
Like-
"That's so cool."
And the other thing is something pretty cool.
Those are cool boxes, by the way.
Yeah. Well, there's a little trick with them too. So not only do we have a fancy lid, but if you got a big board, it's a pedal riser. Boom.
Dang.
This is ingenuity.
Yep.
You thought of everything.
Are those made in the forest of Oregon?
These are made in Michigan, I think, actually.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly where they're made, but they're made
But
in the
they're made
States.
in a forest.
I had a brand made.
That's cool.
They literally just on there like a cow.
That's got to be fulfilling to do that all day.
I would
Burn
think so.
a thing into a thing.
You should get one of those and brand your like steaks. Like if you have people over for steak night.
You think so?
I think you should.
We need a JHS brand.
I mean,
If anybody's listening over in the admin section of the building,
our brand manager.
Let's get a brand manager. Can you get a brand
you get on
ordered? Get it? Get it?
Beep, beep. Oh wait, hold on.
Boom.
So
But
yeah,
it's,
we're
but
giving
it's not
it.
just the box though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
there's something
Go ahead.
inside the box. We're gonna give away the Germanium Model 1, which was a special fuzz that I did with Solid Gold Effects a few years ago, and
so
it's really
excited.
awesome and it sounds really excellent. And somebody's gonna get that, the box, and the flashlight.
So if they win it with the box, they'll have the box.
They will have the box.
Wow.
I love how this episode. It's like we got in a car, we cranked the engine, and we're rolling.
Yeah.
We're already to the point that we need to be at, which is it's time for Pedal History High School. We have to get into the Soviet Union and some pedal history.
We have to learn.
We have to learn.
Pedal History High School.
Thank you. Thank you. When most of us think about Soviet pedals, we usually think Mike Matthews. We think Electro Harmonix because we see these and you see Sovtek and you see Russian writing on them.
Wait,
I have
hold
a
on,
few
hold on.
things here.
You said Sovtek? Is that how you're supposed to say it?
Well, you can say it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is
Because
actually
this is
Sovtek.
America, and you can do what you want,
See?
unlike in Soviet
See
Russia.
this? So, would you say this is made in the Soviet Union?
Yes.
Yeah, correct answer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Hold on. Oh.
Our Legends of Fuzz, we replicated this actual unit here. This came out in 1991. And this is going to lead us into our understanding of most people's understandings. Even though we will need to go before most people's understandings, this is going to be the intro to understanding. Is
Yeah.
that clear? Is that super clear?
You have to go before your own understanding.
Yeah. To further
further
understand,
understand.
you have to go beyond what you understand.
Do you have to go before what you understand?
I just said beyond. That could be after or before. Because
That's
maybe
true.
you only understand where you're at, but understanding needs to be before or after.
Could you go
Present-
under what you understand, or above?
No, that's parallel. Linear is all about understanding. So
Is
pre
this the
or
JHS
post.
show or the or philosophy hour?
Pedals,
Am I
pedals are
right?
philosophy. So Red Army Overdrive. Why is this called the Mike Matthews Red Army? Why does it not say Electro Harmonix?
Why?
Okay,
why?
I'm glad that I asked and then you followed up asking. In the 1970s, Electro Harmonix ruled the world. Mike Matthews started in 67 with the LPB1. By 69, he had the Big Muff. We see different iterations of that. We see the Small Stone. We see the Memory Man. He's a beast. He like rules the world. But what happened, Nick, in the early 80s?
Electro Harmonix went bankrupt.
It's a sad story.
They declared bankruptcy.
Yeah. Got in over their head with some issues, and it all went under. And so Mike sustains a career in this similar musical instrument industry by selling parts. He actually told us, Nick, we were with him, and he told us the story. He started selling op amps and parts, and then he found tube factories in Russia. And he's like in his New York apartment, kind of wholesaling parts. And he sees these tube factories, and he goes, all these amps use the tubes, these Fender amps, these Marshall amps. And he gets the idea, and he starts going over to the Soviet Union, and he finds some factories. And these factories, St. Petersburg is one of the main ones. And he basically starts building his products in these factories. He realizes, so 1990, let's say, I think he first went in 89. By 1990, he's seeing the prices of, say, a triangle Big Muff, or what we call a ram's head, or a Memory Man, or a Small Stone. They're going for crazy prices. And he goes, I'm going to remake these. So that's what we have here. This is a Big Muff, but this doesn't say Big Muff because Mike was in such a desperate situation that he sold the Electro Harmonix name. He sold most of his technology. The 16-second delay, for instance, all of that incredible delay technology he sold to Akai. That's where you have their first delay units, like the head rush and all this stuff comes from that tech. So he uses his name, Mike Matthews. And this is where he starts building a brand again. And then in a few years, you end up seeing right here.
Yeah.
You see this stuff happen in Electro Harmonix. You could say Electro Harmonix. You could say Sovtek or Sovtek. I think Mike keeps it loose like that.
Yeah. So how did he get his name back? Is it just because he was building them in Russia?
He got
that
successful enough that he bought it back.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know who he sold it to. That's what we think of with the Soviet Union. That's where we see these Sovtek heads, Soviet technology, Sovtek.
Yeah.
But pedals actually started being built there in the 70s. There's a really great guy who's been helping me out understand some of this. I don't know much at all. But Soviet Guitar Effects. If you go to Instagram, at Soviet Guitar Effects, really cool page. And you'll see a lot of this weird pre-Sovtek Russian stuff. And we have tons of it. If you go to the pedal down cam,
Much.
just lots of things that are before EHX. And that's kind of the pedal history I saw. Now, I think we need a Tone Mob look at world history.
Yeah, so last night I had flown into Kansas City. I was pretty tired. I was zoning out, and Josh was like, I have homework for you. And I'm like, okay, I was going to go to bed, but all right, you know. Yes, Dad.
I'm a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
If you're coming on this show, you're gonna teach.
I thought I was just going to come and chill and,
No.
you know, eat your food, play your pedals.
The pedals deserve our best.
So I wrote up a lot of notes here about the history of the Soviet Union. It's real brief. There's all kinds of crazy details, but
This is valuable because we're going to have a lot of hateful comments, Joshua. People are going to get mad because I'm going to say something's Russian.
Because you're going to say something's wrong.
Yeah, I'm going to say something's wrong. I'm going to say it's Soviet Union or Russia, but it's actually not, or it used to be.
Right.
Might accidentally show a Polish pedal. It's going to get really hard to do, and we're going to lay this out here.
right.
I'm
This is
ready.
because we're Americans, right?
Yeah, we have a very tiny worldview of how this actually works.
Yeah, so, to try to get ahead of some of that, like, what is the Soviet Union? I think a lot of Americans think Soviet Union equals Russia, and that's not necessarily true. So, here's a few little tidbits here. So, the Soviet Union had its origins in the Russian Revolution of 1917. Radical revolutionaries overthrew Tsar Nicholas II, ending centuries of Romanov rule. They basically got tired of being treated like hot garbage by the monarchy.
And this is a Disney movie, Anastasia.
Yes, Anastasia. Yeah, this is factual documentary
Yeah.
from the 90s.
That is my favorite documentary.
It's a documentary
Ken
film.
Burns did Anastasia,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I really like how they captured how Rasputin escaped the underworld and came back to wreak his magical havoc on Russia. That part was really cool. I like how accurately they portrayed that.
I like how Joshua somehow managed to sever Rasputin's hand and
Oh,
mount it
yeah.
to
I
the
do, I
desk
have
over
it.
there.
How
Yeah.
did you?
It's
How
right
did you
here.
manage that? It's so weird.
Well, I can't really tell my secrets on a live stream, but
I don't know
do
why
have
you did it
Rasputin's
either.
hand.
That's the real question: is why did you do that?
I have role models.
I'm glad Jesus is with you, too.
The Lord Jesus is protecting me from
Rasputin's hand?
Rasputin's
Your
hand.
your whole scene over there is very not a surf shirt, Rasputin's hand, a candle of Jesus. This is very
I like it.
avant-garde.
Just don't light the candle fingers because he will come back.
No,
to life.
I mean, I know.
Back to the Bolshevik Revolution.
So that happened in 1917 and ended in 1921 with the formation of the United Socialist Soviet Union. What
Yeah.
does that stand for?
I actually didn't know that till now.
Till just now.
Because, we're back in the USSR.
Yeah.
You hear that and you just go, it's Russia.
Back in
And,
the
like,
United Socialist Soviet
Yeah.
and
in
That's
my
not as
head,
catchy.
as an ignorant, just kind of a challenged American,
Right.
I go, some war happened and the Russian dudes won back the Soviet Union. They put a different flag up and it was the same.
Right. But
Yeah.
so to touch on your point of what is Soviet Union, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, a little interesting sneak peek, everybody, or not sneak peek, a little tidbit. The Soviet Union once covered 1/6 of the world's entire landmass. So it covered a lot of ground. Had 15 different Soviet republics. I could name them all if you want, but
Let's go for it.
you want me to try?
I think
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Okay, all right, I'll give it a try. I'm going to mess these up real bad.
Yeah, don't mess the words up. Words can be really hard
Hold on.
sometimes.
Let me give you a jazz beat.
Okay?
While you do that, because I just feel like it's appropriate.
I think so.
Okay. Addison, do you want to give me some jazz bass?
I got you, bro.
I know you. Addison has a new book of jazz bass riffs that he's learning.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
for-
excited
Is
for
it
this.
jazz bass or is it Yaz bass?
It's both. All right, here we are. I want to introduce to you Tone Mob History Jazz.
All right, here we go, everybody. We're going to talk about some of the Soviet republics. One of them being Armenia. You know the place. How about Azerbaijan? You familiar with them cats? You should get familiar. Belarus? Estonia? Georgia. How about Georgia? You heard of Georgia? Waffle House, not the
Atlanta.
Waffle House, Georgia.
Not Atlanta.
Kazakhstan?
I've heard of that.
Here we go. This one is a little bit challenging.
Okay.
Kyrgyzstan. That's not right.
It's close.
Latvia?
Latvia.
Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Moldova.
Yeah.
Russia.
Russia.
Tajikistan. Turkmenistan. Ukraine.
Okay.
And Uzbekistan.
This is a live streaming first on YouTube.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Soviet
Whoops.
Union names of countries spoken over jazz.
I
was
don't want to
amazing.
be that guy.
Great.
But it's Belarus and Tajikistan.
So you
Joshua,
are that guy.
That's why you're here, though.
We haven't. I know we
to
haven't
make sure.
officially met yet.
Listen.
If anybody's
Listen.
gonna be the well actually guy, it's gonna be Joshua.
Yeah. Words are hard. Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Okay.
Thanks, Joshua.
So
Go on.
Russia was in the Soviet Union but was not the Soviet Union.
It wasn't the entirety of the Soviet Union.
But that statement, Russia was in the Soviet Union but was not the Soviet Union.
Yeah, sort of.
Is it because people think that Russia's responsible for the Soviet? You know what I mean? Like they're the ones that are like in control. That's not necessarily the case, right?
I
They
think
were
maybe
a
just
part
people
of-
don't know anything about history.
I think
Sounds
that's what
right.
it really is. That's what
Okay.
it really boils down
What
to.
else you got there?
So we got
Because
more.
people want to hear us jam and we want to
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah, we've got more. So moving forward to 1924, communist leader Vladimir Lenin, he kicked the bucket. He was one of the revolutionaries that got that whole thing
Yeah.
going. He was from Georgia,
Georgia?
not that Georgia. And none other than Joseph Stalin took over.
Yeah.
Not a great guy.
Doesn't have a really great rapport.
Not a great guy.
Good old Joe.
Yeah, he kind of viewed all the citizens as expendable,
Yeah, that's not cool.
and that didn't work out great for
No.
several million people, as it turns out. Not to
Yeah.
make light. It was really, really
It's
awful.
insane.
But, not to glaze over all that, but, like, I think people are probably largely familiar with Stalin in World War
I
II.
think that's where most of my knowledge started. Is
Yeah.
like some of the Stalin,
Yeah.
the Lenin,
Mhm.
but that whole period before, no idea, and then like Cold War.
Yes. So, like, going into the Cold War,
Words are hard.
words are hard. I can't even say cold. Cold's tough,
It's all right.
you know? Nikita Khrushchev
Yeah.
became the guy in 1950. Oh, he was a secretary in 1953, and he became premier in 1958. So,
That's a serious promotion.
yeah, I mean, I think it's a different kind of secretary.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
don't-
I was just seeing if you, I was seeing if you guys bit the joke.
That would be a wild thing to put on your resume. You'd be like, "Well, I was a secretary for a couple years, and then I basically ran the whole business."
I ran the whole thing.
It's happened.
And he started rolling back some of the more intense Stalin things. He called it
Yeah.
like the de-Stalinization
Seen
of
that, yep.
the Soviet Union. Not that it all went away entirely, but, you know, he's like, gulags, those aren't great.
Yeah.
Let's probably not do that anymore,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So, you know about gulags, right?
Yeah. I was just imagining a poster that said gulags, those aren't great, and that was his campaign.
It might have been something like
Yeah.
that.
We have a guy in Kansas. It's Bob Hamilton Heating and Air. He ran for Senate, and his slogan was, "Because it's America." That was his slogan. So I've heard of worse. Go ahead.
Because, wait,
He literally
Bob
said,
Hamilton?
Bob Hamilton, because it's, I think it's because it's America. That was his saying. I don't know.
Is he like,
Or it's America. It was something like, anyway.
okay, all right.
It's like that less is more approach.
Yeah, a lot less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, in talking about some of the Khrushchev stuff, I have a direct quote. Most of this I pulled from history.com. So how can it be incorrect or wrong?
Yeah,
I
if
got it
it's-
from the
If
internet.
it's on the internet, it's
So,
good.
quote, Khrushchev criticized Stalin for arresting and deporting opponents, took steps to raise living conditions, freed many political prisoners, loosened artistic censorship, which is probably going to resonate with people that like this show, and closed the Gulag. However, he did intensify relations with the U.S. and start progressing that whole Cold War thing.
So that's where the seed of that was planted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And then I think people generally get the Cold War, the space race,
things like that.
generally.
Yeah.
Probably wrong, but we generally understand.
I mean, we probably didn't go to the moon.
yeah, I mean, it's as hard
never
not
know.
to as to go.
You
I'll just
never
say
know.
that. I'm not going to say I believe either
I'm not
way.
not saying it.
But space race
Space race.
is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy, space travel, going to the moon, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
Yeah. They
This-
sent a dog up.
they did. They sent
Yeah.
a dog up,
Sputnik was a thing.
Sputnik.
That's the first satellite, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They also put somebody in space. Do we
Yeah.
want to talk about that?
I think we should.
Yeah. So I don't know how we do these giveaway segues, but
Hey, real quick, on a serious note, the chat is fine. I just want to let everybody know if it gets too spicy, I have a happy trigger finger, and I will block and remove people if I feel the need.
Dang.
oh man,
Joshua,
is
you
that
have
just
been
is that a warning or is that like a
It's
hey
a threat.
buddy? Oh, it's a threat.
Joshua,
Yeah.
you've been given all authority
Thank you.
to just zap people.
Thank you.
Zip.
This is our little room and house. If you come in here and hang out, be nice.
I like it.
We want you to be here.
Let's give. What are we giving away?
We're giving away the Tone Mob stuff that I showed off
do it.
earlier.
And then we're gonna jam.
'Kay.
Sound good?
Yeah,
Let's give
sounds
away the
wonderful.
Tone Mob stuff.
Yes. So in 1961, the Russians put somebody in space.
Okay.
What was his name? He was the first man in space.
So we're
First
gonna
human in
jam.
space.
We're gonna do a jam, and we're gonna hear who the winner is after the jam, and then tell you what we just jammed through.
Sounds
That's how we're
good.
gonna do this. Before we jam, though, this is a work of art.
It is.
It is a work of art.
It's glorious.
My father-in-law bought it at a pawn shop in Florida several years ago. It's the Gorgie Park signature Kramer. They were an 80s band, to my knowledge. Philippe at Caroline tried to tell me the story. I glazed over a little bit. They were a Russian hair metal band that went on tour with Bon Jovi and gave hope of a post-war healing between the nations.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Do you
That's-
have gaff tape on the back of your work
Yeah,
of art?
It has a splinter, so
Oh.
we just gaff taped up there for optimal tone. I like to call it tone tape.
Yeah, the tone is in the tape.
Wow.
Everyone
Here's the
knows
clean
that.
signal. It's just one big humbucker that's blazing hell loud. And let's do a jam. I'm gonna, if we do that pedal board cam, I'm gonna just do the grunge here, which is a Gamma Russian grunge
Gamma,
clone, and you're gonna do a clone of a DoD.
Is it a clone or is it just pretending to be a DoD?
I think it's all those things.
We'll
Let's
talk about that in a minute, right?
Yeah. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Mic's off. messed my hair up a little bit. I got so into that.
I forgot to DM that one,
Talk about it though.
but if I feel like that was like the sound of a cyberpunk bike gang fleeing the authorities after successfully robbing a tech plant
It's definitely a tech plant.
that was building a power core that they were going to use to manipulate the public of that city. And
Yeah.
so they were taking it for the people, and they were riding out into the desert away from the like hover police.
So it's like Soviet rebels of sorts.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like the future.
Yeah. Well, that's this. The grunge. I do have the box. It's the grunge GR1 by Yarosov, made in the Soviet Union. There's a manual.
Beautiful.
What do you got there?
I got a DOD. Clearly,
Yeah, it looks like it is, but it's tricky. It's not.
it's not a DOD.
What's it say on the back?
It says Union,
This
probably
is-
for Soviet Union.
Yeah. So I'm always watching for weird DODs. I thought this was a proto when I saw it. So here's like a classic 90s, 90, literally 1990-ish era. They just straight ripped it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited. I was like, the DOD
RS-34?
They don't do that. And I got so excited, bought it, got it here. I was equally happy.
Yeah, it's not a letdown.
Play by itself. It's nice.
Here, let's just go.
Yeah.
That was a flubber.
That's a
what I did at the
chewy
beginning.
chord. You're using the Benson reverb
Yes.
to match your hat. You got to represent Oregon.
I always have Benson in my
Yeah.
signal chain. That's how I
Okay.
roll.
Well, let's go to that winner, Joshua. Who won?
Yes, the
Tone
winner
Mob.
is the winner of the Tone Mob pedal is Polar Paul. Polar Paul.
What a name.
Polar Paul, I like it.
The answer to the question, who was the first human being in space? I want to clarify human being.
Yes.
Yes.
That's important.
Is Yuri Gagarin. Hold on. I have it pulled up on YouTube.
Actually, it's Gagarin.
You would
So-
do this.
I think he's right. Gagarin.
He got you.
Gagarin.
He got you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we just witness Joshua getting corrected?
Josh got well actually.
Yeah.
I feel flushed.
Now you know.
All
You
right.
win this time.
Yeah. Maybe
Let's,
you'll think twice.
I'm going to retire the grunge. There's a gray version of this. My friend Daniel Danger has the gray. If you see a gray version, it needs to come home to me. I'll be okay, I promise. What?
It's live TV, y'all.
You know,
Yeah.
when things are live, sometimes you hit the button wrong, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you start the riff off bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Did you say?
I'm
Yep. Sorry.
What?
Go ahead. No,
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say Daniel Danger has a gray one. You said.
yeah, he has
What
a
a
lot
cool
of
name. Hey, speaking of cool names,
He's probably on here. He better be.
Paul, email me vlog@jhspedals.com. You'll get that. You'll get that pedal.
And if you're not,
And the
and if
flashlight,
you're not
And the
Paul,
flashlight.
For the love of God,
Don't
if you
do it.
email
If
us
you're
and you're
not
not
Paul,
him,
I will lose my mind.
we'll find you, and we'll
Smile at you.
we'll smile.
tell
We
you
have a
to
very
not.
specific
and
set
then
of skills.
slash your tires.
I think I'm gonna go with this.
That flanger.
I'm gonna go with a flanger that I'll talk about it here in a second, but it's a ditty. I have to hook it into a 220 converter. It's very Russian. It's Soviet actually.
Soviet. We don't know which country it came from.
We
Which
don't.
republic.
What are you gonna go with?
I'm thinking I was really jamming on this earlier, and I think I want to do it again since I've been missing out on some distortion. But the hyper metal now.
Is that a is that a box there?
Oh, wait a minute.
Is that?
I
I'm
think-
not.
is
I
that a-
think that's the box. Hold on.
It is.
Wow. They just straight ripped on Boss there. It even has a sticker on the side.
Yeah,
that
look at
looks
that.
like Boss.
Look at that.
Sound JS.
Sound.
It's not Josh
JS.
Scott. I just want to clear the air.
Hyper metal HM7. What could that be? Oh, look, hey, beyond the box, there's actually some.
Beyond the box.
Yeah, we've got some instructions in here.
Oh, shit, let's see.
Let's see. What do we got?
Let's go to the Blake cam while he. There we go. He's investigating
Is
this.
that like?
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow.
A lot of this I get from Russia.
Okay.
Okay, should I do? Oh,
yeah, you
let's
just
that.
do the camera right
Yeah.
there.
Worked. We got instructions. We
Yeah.
got all you need to know about the hyper metal, the HM7. And this is just oh, hey, look at this. Product of Elton. You think they mean Elton John?
So apparently there was a company called Elton. I've yet to find an Elton pedal, but Elton made the Sound JS series. That's all I do know.
Is it Elton or is that where it was made?
I think it's Elton as a company, and
Okay.
it probably was Elton John because
Okay.
he was tied in musically to the Soviet Union. Are
He
you
was.
guys aware of this? Has anyone ever heard this story?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Rocket Man. Is
Yeah,
it really that?
No, exact
you know
Cold
what I'm
War.
saying?
Rocket, I don't want to get into it, but
It's
it's a thing.
I thought you were about to tell it.
Well, as a teacher,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
telling people to learn for themselves is the greatest
Yeah.
lesson.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is there any other
That's it?
nuggets?
That's all you're gonna say.
Anything else about this Elton
Anything
John
else you
story?
wanna
Is
tell
that
If
what
I
you
teach
talked about?
someone about something,
Mm-hmm.
they don't get the joy of finding it for themselves.
Huh.
You know, research is a learning experience in and of itself. It's what I always say.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the best teachers are those who don't teach at all.
That's right.
Wow.
Like my gym teacher in high school. She just had us run laps.
You know what they say? Those that can't teach gym.
Let's start off with let's listen to this sound. I'm going to say sound just.
Sound just.
just
Is it
All right.
working?
Oh wait, I forgot because I was trying to be kind to everyone. There we go.
All right. Let's listen to this bad boy.
Okay.
I love verb. Let's kill that verb for a second.
Oh, you got a foot switch down
There's
at
a
your
foot
foot
switch.
there? Yeah, yeah, bro. There you go.
There we go. That's better.
It's still on. We're verbed out.
I think my foot switch isn't
It's
working.
broken. I'll help you.
It's fine.
You'll help me?
I think the Soviet Union had a lot of verb.
Well, yeah, in those big empty coal chambers. Yeah, let's kill that.
At least it's not humming. Apparently the Benson verb refuses to be turned off. If you turn the unit off, it kills the guitar.
Oh, there I go. I'm fading.
It's killing his guitar. Sometimes there's technical difficulties, you know?
sometimes
Huh.
It's fine.
It's live TV.
It's totally fine.
in a world.
While you guys figure that out, let's talk about this pedal.
Yeah,
right
talk
here.
about that.
So this is a crazy pedal. Let's keep it on the top down. Here's what I know.
There we go.
This is called Soviet Effects. Help me on this one. This is the Electronica, Elektronika FL01. It's just a weird Soviet flanzer. Works at 220 volts. Has a transformer inside. I've seen quite a few of these. I'm going to turn it on. Okay. I literally have never demoed this, to my knowledge. Ooh. It's a little bit like how I like to use the Electric Mistress. Got a nice
kind of a-
delay time, yeah.
Doubling a little bit. I mean, that's the sound.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm using this, by the way, if people hear delay. I think it's sad that Sovtek didn't have a delay. So, let me find a sound.
Did they not have a delay because they didn't own the technology
didn't.
anymore?
They
Or
just
didn't
didn't make one. They're too hard to make, probably. Let's see.
Ooh.
That's the sound.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let
Ooh, I like
there.
that a lot.
Let's check out your hyper
Okay,
metal.
now we're back in business here.
Hyper metal right here. So much verb.
So much verb stuff.
It must be on the preset of the Captor.
Oh, is that what's
That's
going on?
what it is. Yep.
Okay, let's find one that
Do you-
doesn't.
Wait, hold on. Do you have a room knob on there?
I've got a preset knob.
What's the one right above that? This is great content right now.
It is. I can't see.
Well, the Captor has presets.
It
They're really
does,
cool.
Yeah. Who makes
Um,
the Captor?
The
Torpedo.
Okay, I got it all the way off, but there's still
Okay.
a little.
All right, different preset. Let's try a different preset.
yeah, keep going. It's fine.
Oh,
We had no setup time today. That's
That'll work.
like a room.
That'll work,
I like
right?
that.
Sure.
I guess.
Okay.
Let me see if I can log into it as well.
oh, there you go.
It has an
Yeah.
ad. This is just becoming an ad for.
It's a great unit. So
Yeah.
on
There
the
you go.
show, I run into an ISO cab usually, or I use that, and he's running the Sovtek Mig 30 through that. And
And-
that's why we're able to do this in such a small room.
And I never ever go direct ever, so this
Yeah.
is new for me. I'm always just
It's
playing.
fine. I'm
huge,
logging in. I'm
loud.
logging in
Nice.
from
Look
my
at
phone.
this.
Addison, let's do some
Yes.
login jazz.
Yeah, I'd be glad to.
Is that Kenny login, Jazz?
I'm connected. So look here. Let's do an ad for this. The Torpedo Captor. I'm logged in. Let's follow my journey here. Yeah. Torpedo has an app. You can't see it from the glare. All right, let's do the top down. Hopefully we can see this. Yeah. Look at that. I'm in the app. I can move microphones around. This is an unintentional ad. I hope they're happy with this. Let's play around here with the dry wet. All right, you can go back to me now because I can't reach my hand out that far. Let's see. Presets, devices. Let's just pick a totally dry rig. It says it did. It says it's not connected.
Oh man.
Is your Bluetooth on?
I'm logged in, but it's not connected. You know? It says no torpedo connected. I don't know. We have to move on. Again, no setup. We're fine.
Flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah,
over
let's
here.
play this thing.
Okay, let's hear what this sounds like.
Sounds like a hyper metal.
Let's just, do the.
You want to guide us through a dungeonous?
Yeah. So, picking up where we left off, I think Joshua should take up where we left off. So, we had a gang of future bikers.
Biker gang.
That
Power core.
Power Core.
I remember.
They're headed off into the desert with the future cops on their tail. What happens next?
Okay, so they've actually gotten far enough into the desert that they've lost the future cops. They've been traveling through the desert on their hyperbikes for 3 hours, and as they're going west into the sunset, they are driving upon the camp of people that have been waiting for them for 7 days. As the people see the bikes coming up over the horizon, the mothers and the children begin to weep because the power core that the biker gang stole means that they're going to be able to pull water from the sand. It means that they're going to be able to irrigate their crops. It also means that the cyber cops are going to be on their tails within the next several hours. So there's a decision that has to be made. So the village elders, the village council meets together to decide we can either feed our families or we can use the power core to power up our large transportation tanks and move everybody
This is a very long
further
story.
off.
Yes.
So they're going. So the council is deciding. Council is deciding. Do we feed the families, or do we keep moving?
Okay.
I like this. So we're just gonna do this simple progression: E minor, D to C. All right, let's go there.
Mute those mics, y'all.
Felt really good.
That did feel really good.
Felt really, really good. I like that. I liked it a lot. I feel like we're supposed to do something.
Oh yeah, it's like something in my eye. I think it's Ernie Ball trivia time.
Hi guys, it's Ernie Ball trivia time. Today, okay, so usually Ernie Ball gives us a whole pack of strings, but today they're giving you a pack of strings and a volume pedal. You see this pink sticky note here? I'm feeling a little sassy right now, and I like this pink sticky note, so you're gonna get the sticky note too. Here's how it's gonna work, similar to the other giveaway. If you answer first in the chat to the question, you're gonna get an Ernie Ball volume pedal junior. It's a passive one. And you're going to get a whole pack of strings after you email me, if you're first. So here goes. Here's the questions. Everyone ready? We're ready. Okay. The question is, what JHS and Ernie Ball Music Man artist created a custom guitar that features a bypass option to send his controls to his board? That's our question.
Wow.
So throw your answers in the chat below, or wherever your chat is. It's probably to this side. Let's see. Doesn't matter. It's to one of the sides of your video screen that you're currently watching right now. And Joshua's going to pick a winner for us here shortly.
Yeah.
Yep. It's great.
I just wandered around.
You did.
Yeah.
I was trying to kill time.
See if we got that verb off there. It's haunting me, you know?
It's still
It's
there.
driving me
I don't know
crazy.
where it comes from, though.
I got it off.
Did you kill it?
Yeah, it's preset 1 is dry.
Wait, is that tremolo from the pedal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I want to say,
Oh, that's my fingers. Yeah.
don't let our unpreparedness reflect upon the torpedo. It's an
No,
excellent
no, no,
unit.
no, no.
No, let it reflect solely upon me.
I'm actually curious, if you go into your settings, Josh, you probably have to reconnect Bluetooth in your settings.
I did it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
sorry.
I just
Sorry.
used preset 1.
Right.
I have it
Good
set
enough.
up kind of like just a 212 cab I would use.
Nice. Fantastic.
What do I want to use? What are you using?
I'm using this.
The Lel. This is Lel. I know that.
Yes.
I don't speak Russian, but I can see that.
Yes, it's the TR1.
That
And it-
font is on fire.
It
by the
looks
way.
so good, and it's like What did you call this earlier, Josh? You said it's like if a boss pedal
Got
stung by a
bee and
bee.
swole up.
Yeah.
TR-number. That's awfully familiar.
You don't say. But it's also kind of like those weird Yamaha pedals, the ones that
that's
have like
true.
but it's bigger in every way except the knobs. But those knobs I think are the same.
They must be. They might be.
But it's a cool tremolo. And this one, just because the light's on, don't mean nothing.
Don't mean
You don't have to worry about it. In Russia, lights stay on, or wherever this was made.
Soviet Union. It could have been Russia within the Soviet Union. We
Could've.
learned that earlier.
Yes, we did. We learned about that.
I'm plugging this big boy up. I have a message here from Soviet Effects explaining who made this.
Tell us
telling
more.
you. Yeah, so this big old thing here, these are foot switches, and it takes these crazy, they're almost like MIDI looking cables. They're on some European things I have. So we made converter cables. Actually, bought them on Reverb. You just plug in. I mean, the Soviet Union had their own cables.
That's how independent they were.
They were like
Yeah.
none of this European stuff. None of it. So they say on here, I believe this is called the Sam Fuzzwa Vibrato. I think.
Okay.
I
Sam,
think that's what he wrote.
as in
here.
Samuel.
I think so. Nope. Wait.
What?
It's either Sam or Poltava. I don't know. I'm not super.
Sam or Poltava?
Two different companies apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're going. If you could see what I'm doing here, it's quite confusing, but that's okay. So we're gonna go out in to the memory man, and then this
Interesting.
is from my guitar.
The comment section is saying Poltava from Ukraine.
Poltava from Ukraine.
Okay, I also want to say there's a book. I'm in this book. It's the Stompbox book that came out. Alan did. Daniel's in it. And there's the Soviet guys are in this book. I left it at home accidentally because getting kids to school in the morning, it's a job. You know about that.
Yep.
You mean you have a real life that's not just JHS?
My life revolves around pedals, and my family just needs to deal with it.
Got it.
So that's how I live my life.
But we're suffering right now because
Yeah.
of that, you know.
All right.
Yeah. Because of your
So-
family, we're suffering, basically.
So this. How about you do a little?
You want me to work that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna play. What do we got here? This is on and off.
Here, you play
This
around.
is wah on and off.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's actually really amazing.
Pretty cool.
That is cool.
Didn't Boss or Roland have a fuzz wall unit? Too,
Yeah,
like
Color
this?
Sound had it first, I believe, or Gin out of Italy, which made like the Vox stuff. So yeah, the Fuzzwaws were a thing.
I've got a Shinai one
Yeah,
around somewhere.
Shinai, yeah. That's sick. What's this button do? That's the power.
Oh.
All right.
And it's worth noting, since I changed the batteries in it earlier, it has 2 batteries in it. So I don't know if it's running at 18 volts or if it's running 2 different circuits.
There's no telling what Soviet technology is in this.
That's
so
true.
You got this trim from Lel.
Yep.
Let's play that for a second.
It's
Let's
pretty-
see how fast and slow it goes.
It's pretty tasty. So here we go.
It's like a choppa. Okay.
That's cool.
I love a good slow trim.
What's our scenario here? Let's keep these plot lines down to 60 seconds.
Hey, no one puts our creativity in a cage.
Sorry.
That's fine. I like a good story.
So, okay, the space cops are coming. They got to make a decision. Are we going to use this power core to power our our transport to get us out, or are we going to stay and fight? And then the village elder, a white-haired older woman, walks out and says, there's a third option that we haven't discussed. And they look at her like, what are you talking about? And she says, as your elder, I will make the ultimate sacrifice. And then they turn around, they realize she has already installed the power core into their transport. And she says, I'll stay behind.
54.
And
55.
shut up, Addison. And then the whole group. What?
Is this like the grandma from Dante's Peak?
No.
Oh, okay.
And so then they all load up in the transport. They start driving off, and she reaches down into the ground, and mystical energy starts coming out of the earth, and she starts generating the spirit of the desert. And as the police cops are approaching, her eyes turn white, and they start shooting lasers at her, and they engage in a technological battle with the spirit elements that she's channeling. So make that work.
And then, did we give away the strings in the Ernie ball yet?
We need a winner.
I have a winner.
Do it.
The winner, Jacob Pennington. You are the winner of the strings and the Ernie ball pedal. Please
Got it.
email us at
Vlog.
at email us at
jhspedals.com.
vlog@jhspedals.com.
Got it.
If you're not Jacob Pennington, don't email us.
All right, mic's off. If you want to play along at home, A, C. This is all we're doing here. Just A, C. The clean trim with this blends really cool in a jam. You got this nasty. What? Your mic's off. What genre would this? This just guitar tone bass.
It sounds like it's like spaghetti western psych rock.
Yeah.
Soviet psych rock.
Yeah.
That should be a genre. Maybe it is a genre.
That's a wild fuzz. That
sounds
is
really cool.
Crazy gated, and I don't
Splattery.
see a way out of that.
You don't need to.
That's crazy. I need to check that circuit out. Maybe that could be in the Legends of Fuzz one day.
Ooh.
That'd be cool. And I would have these complicated jack converters to drive everybody crazy.
But it's where the tone is.
It is. So, let's do one more jam and then maybe a Hot Topics. You do
Okay.
That? Does that feel good, everybody?
That
I like
feels good.
I like this.
Swap some new pedals.
Yeah,
and
let's see what we want to go with.
Speak.
Let's do a top down and have the next jam after this jam. Let's do it by popular vote. Is that
Okay.
okay, Joshua?
Yeah, that's good.
Just blurt out. I want to see that green whatever. If you don't know the name,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try a different distortion. I'm gonna try one of these Crocs.
Can I talk about AMT for a little bit while you guys
That'd
are
be
switching
great,
stuff?
yeah.
The reason I think now's a good time is because of the weird jacks. So it's a pretty cool story. AMT is and we'll do a giveaway too with AMT. But AMT is a really cool company. They are located in Russia, I believe, still now. Do you know that, Josh? Is it
they
Russia?
are.
Yep.
I think so.
So I'm going to read just a little bit. I've got a page of notes here just about their backstory and history. They reached out and they sent us some of these cool modules, and they've been awesome to email back and forth with. So here goes. All right. The year is 1982. The Soviet Union is shut down from the rest of the world because of the Iron Curtain and living by its own rules and laws, taking pride in its independence and self-sufficiency. It's hard to believe that most people living under the conditions of complete informational and cultural isolation don't even suspect there's a completely different way of life going on in the rest of the world. They have no clue about what's going on in music, movies, painting, literature, etc. Very few are aware of the existence of the Beatles, Rolling Stones, Picasso even. The entire Soviet art is in chains of social realism, which is considered the only true style politically, the one which worships the achievements of the Communist Party and the advantages of the Soviet way of life. So at this time, Sergei, the founder of AMT, was an employee of a Russian defense enterprise, but quickly became interested in music and dedicated all his free time to practicing with his band. And this is kind of where the idea of those funky jacks comes in. Like most Russian musicians of the time, he experienced a deep lack of quality musical instrument, and often its complete absence. Everything produced by the Soviet industry was hopelessly inferior to its Western counterparts.
Hold on.
Yes, yeah, you can interrupt me here.
What?
Yes.
I don't know if I buy that.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Things produced, I mean, I guess it makes
he's
sense,
just
right?
saying-
Iron Curtain.
Yeah, it does make sense
Yeah.
during that
It
time.
does.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's really interesting, anytime musicians traveled abroad, their priority was to purchase quality instruments, drums, recording equipment, and bring it back. And that quickly became the envy of all the other musicians, colleagues at work, etc.
So, like, if you had a Strat or a Les Paul,
Yeah.
you were just like,
Yep, absolutely.
yeah, you were a big deal.
Yep. So moving on a little bit further, one day Sergei borrowed a mini Moog on loan for just a few days from his friend, and he fell in love. And so from that point on, he spent every Saturday evening for a year trying to clone this thing. And then this is a little tidbit directly from Sergei, what he said. The things which were simple and obvious for Western engineers were completely unacceptable for me. I didn't have any access to radio components using the original, and I couldn't find reference tables which would help me to find analog components. Even then, most of the original components were Soviet made, so they weren't like one-to-one replacements. So he spent tons of time and trouble looking for circuitry of various kinds to give him the necessary results. So his experiment after a year ended in a clone that wasn't quite as good as the Mini Moog. But then, because of him starting to do this, there appeared a demand in quality guitar effects, which were also impossible to find at the time. So he goes on to say, each time I had to reinvent the wheel all over again when his friends would ask him for gear, I still had no information whatsoever. The only way to imagine how this or that effect worked was to listen to guitar sounds on the records that he'd hear, like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Supermax, etc. And then he said, by the way, those records were not easy to get. He bought them on the black market, and then they'd record them on tape machines reel to reel. So, and then by that point, it was roughly 1987, and that's when the private entrepreneurship in Russia was born, and Sergei gained the reputation of renowned engineer of developing music equipment. So he went through all this process of learning this stuff quite literally blind, and has created an incredible company. And nowadays, the things that they work on and create are wildly complicated, including this module. Like to fit what is in here.
Do you
inside of
have the
something
other
this
drive
size, so-
pedal? This is like an amazing.
Oh yes, I do.
it's
Yeah,
an
talk about that a
amazing-
little bit.
He just has several of these drive pedals, which are. This kind of hit before you saw like iridiums and things.
Oh, nice.
You don't need an amp. It's a DIN simulator.
That's
It's a
awesome.
great. You can use it with your amp.
That's great.
That P2
Yep.
is one of the best heavy distortion channels I've ever heard. I'm
That's
going to plug
awesome.
it in after this.
Yeah, we're
gonna
It
hear
was over
this.
there to show that.
Yeah, we'll
It's-
pass it on
It's
over.
killer.
But just wanted to give a plug to a really, really successful music company that still exists today.
Yeah.
That's putting out insanely awesome stuff. You know, I guess, what are we at? Almost 40 years after its inception. So congratulations to being around so long,
Yeah.
AMT.
So if you have a DS1
Yep,
or any Boss pedal, really,
that's it.
drop that module in.
That's right. So
Nice.
we'll give this away. Do you want to do this after the jam?
Let's
You wanna do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it, and then we'll do a jam, and then see who the winner is.
Perfect. All right. So I've got a trivia question here. Pertains to AMT. Again, first one in the chat here. So, question. Everyone ready? Here goes. AMT was originally formed in 1987, but in 1991 they changed their name to AMT before finally changing to their current name, AMT Electronics, in 2001. Here's the question. What does the acronym AMT stand for? Go.
I like that. All right, you're gonna play a pedal
Yes.
that I think is awesome. I have a weird focus thing going on.
I can fix that.
While you're
what's up.
fixing that, I was reminded of something
Yeah.
while he was talking about AMT. So I just found out about this recently. We were talking about smuggling in bootlegs of things
Yeah.
into Russia. Have you ever heard of bone music?
No.
Bone music is literally bootleg vinyl of the Beatles and insert other artists like that they cut onto old X-rays. They could only be
Wow.
played like 5 times or something like that, and they were smuggled into the Soviet Union because that music was technically illegal for them to have. So you can imagine like having a Beatles record on a dude's rib cage, which is kind of metal.
And you're like,
That
I
is
can
the
hear it
coolest
5
thing
times.
I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's a real thing. We talked about it on Chasing Tone here a few weeks back. It was a really cool article. And the article was called Bone Music.
I'm gonna go read that. That's
Yeah.
insane.
That is wild.
So they would, I guess,
We
according
should-
to that bio, maybe they would get that and then dump it on a tape machine, so
Right.
they'd keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
We should just do that with music now.
We have
Like, you
nothing to
buy it and
complain
you,
about.
You can
No,
only
we
listen to
don't.
the album 5 times.
Yeah, I feel like such a whiny baby right now because I'm like,
Yeah.
my iTunes isn't connected.
My
Right,
Wi-Fi is not working.
Why
That's
is this
incredible.
album not on here anymore?
I have to go to the
There's
store.
too much music.
I've
I just can't find my
I've
music. There's
actually
too
said
much.
that before. All right, let's do it, Jim. You're gonna play.
I'm playing the Tube Screamer.
Yeah,
I'm
The-
playing the. Let's get it up there for
yeah.
everybody.
It says Tube Screamer, but
That's a lot of
it
knobs
has
to
a
Tube Screamer.
phaser in it.
It has a phaser in it. So let's see.
Yeah,
I
let's do a little demo here.
haven't played this one today, so we'll see if it works. Oh,
Andy,
lights on.
Andy, this for a moment. Yeah, let's see what we got.
Okay, here we go.
Slow.
Oh,
Yeah, has a phaser.
Weird.
So I'm assuming the drive is probably.
that's what.
a
So
Tube
let's
Screamer.
go over to the Scream. So it's like you get either or.
Can't have both.
That's deep.
Sounds cool.
That's probably kind of interesting. Doesn't sound like a screamer though, does it?
There's no way that's a screamer. Actually, it probably is. It's probably it's more gainy. So if you go over to phase, it's a 2-knob phase.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Speed,
Is there a center? Oh, there's a center.
both parallel, I bet.
Oh, now we're talking.
Speed and color is probably a small stone. The color would be the switch, and they just made it a knob. I mentioned earlier, my friend Daniel, he has a big, crazy collection. Some of this, he just found a small stone clone from Soviet Union. It's like perfectly cloned, like cosmetically and everything. I think that was the go-to cloning thing in the 70s was the small stone with
It's
the
a
phaser.
it's a great circuit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Lel Soft Drive. Same enclosure. This is like more modern Lel. And I'm gonna assume it's green. It says SD9 though, which is the sonic distortion from the 9 series, is the other green overdrive from
Right.
Ibanez.
Which I like a little better, personally.
Yeah, I can tell real quick if it is an SD9. It's
No,
not an
that's
SD9.
not an SD9.
SD9, you need to. It's like the Pearl Jam, telling you dime out the controls. It's not an SD9, but it's definitely a screamer.
Yep.
Is that an SD1, maybe?
It's possible. This guitar just resonates with me right now.
I mean, it looks good on you. It looks like you were made for that guitar.
Yeah, size-wise.
Yeah. It fits like perfect. The ergonomics are ideal.
What do you think, Nick?
It looks extremely uncomfortable to hold. That one corner looks like it's jabbing into your armpit there.
Yeah. It is. We have some boxes here to these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
these-
say that you have the box?
Yeah.
He has the box.
Yeah, we have the box.
Look at all those things.
They have the X Metal, the Mega Drive Brutalizer Hyper Distortion. Yeah.
I wish
They-
I could read these. I
There's
don't
a-
mean the English translation, but
there's a lot of products on the back of this box. Anyway, let's do a jam. Let me see here. Let's go to G.
GC?
Let's do something kind of generic. Give it some space. G, C, E minor, D. Keep it as basic as possible. Do we need a narration?
Yeah, Joshua, do you want to pick it up?
Go. Okay, so space future cops are coming up over the horizon. Elder matriarch forces her hands into the sand, and spirit energy blasts up from the sand. As the cops are coming up over the ridge, they begin shooting cyber missiles at the tribe. But from the sand arises the deserts of the spirit, which look like purple glimmering eagles and purple glimmering wolves and purple glimmering cobras, and they begin attacking the future cops.
Is this like Russian country?
I don't know. I don't know what that was. It was something though.
That was like it's like I don't know, like Third Eye Blind slash country.
It's like
Matchbox 20, yeah.
Soviet Matchbox 20 country.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
It was that slide when you hit that slide action.
Joshua, do you think that was Soviet Matchbox 20?
Yeah, it didn't really match my story, but that's fine.
How do you know?
I also have a winner.
Hey, we
What
want
would
to
you
hear that
know
winner.
about it at all?
I know that I have a winner.
Okay. Thank you.
The winner of the AMT module. The question is, what is the acronym? The answer is Asia Music Technology, and the winner is Joshua times 7.
Hey.
I didn't pick you because your name is Joshua.
Are you sure?
But I call myself Joshua.
You're positive you didn't do that?
positive.
That wasn't. There's no nepotism. going on here.
100%. He is the first person on my server.
All right, I believe that.
All right. It's time for Hot Topics.
Yeah. Welcome to Hot Topics, the part of the show where that's definitely not sponsored by the Gear page. It's the part of the show where we pick a hot topic and we talk about it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I have some hot topics here. There's a couple here that are pretty good. I think I'm going to pick at least one, maybe two, depending on how we're feeling.
We have time for two. I love the Gear page. So
okay.
I want to hear what
Addison
they have to say.
likes the Gear page.
I hang out there, guys. Just
Addison's
gonna say
on
it.
the Gear page.
I'm on the Gear page.
Look them up.
Look me up. Send me a
Hang
hello.
out.
That's right.
All right, here's the first question. Who influenced the gear you are using? Addison, I'm going to start with you.
Now or
Now.
Okay.
Who influenced
Ooh.
the gear you're using?
Okay.
Now, so there's a couple angles you could take.
Yep.
Artists.
Yep.
Or just sweet people in your life that
Yep.
care about your tone.
Okay, two tones that I really like. If you've heard me talk at all, you've heard me talk about the Deluxe Memory Man, same one Josh is playing today. That particular pedal, I saw James Duke use. He's used it for years. I think he still does. Great guitar player. He's played with a ton of big names. Yeah, great dude. All the Bright Lights is his independent project. Him and his brother and a guy named Jacob Arnold. So he uses that pedal. I would say that was an influence for me, seeing that and then finally getting it and hearing it and, realizing how many people play
Yeah.
Deluxe Memory Man,
Yeah.
Yeah. The list goes on. And then another one was a VB2. And I originally heard a guy named Taylor Johnson. He's a session guitar player now. I believe he lives in LA. He might live in Nashville. But he uses a VB2 like crazy. And I fell in love with the sounds he uses that he gets with that on records. I don't know.
Yeah.
Words as hard as we. Yeah. That's all I wanted. I just wanted. Yeah.
How about you, Blake? Who has influenced the gear you are using?
Oh man. So probably one of like the most direct ones. There's a lot of people in particular, but when I was younger, I watched Frank from My Chemical Romance smash a white Les Paul Custom,
Nice.
and I was just like, you know what? I want a white Les Paul Custom, but I'm not gonna smash it because I want to play it. And fast forward years and years later, I was able to pick up a 1981 Les Paul Custom. That's actually, my son calls it the Lelo one because it's faded to yellow.
Yeah.
It's like urine white.
Yeah, but in a good way, Actually, no. This would be bad. You'd want to get checked out if it looked like this. This would be awkward. But yeah, so that's probably like the most direct. I'm like, I saw that and I was like, forever wanted a white Les Paul Custom, and was able to snag one
Nice.
and able to get him on my podcast at one point. So that was
That's
fun too.
cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
I no longer buy gear for how it sounds. I haven't bought gear for how it sounds in so long.
Yeah. So who? Maybe I'll phrase it for you.
I probably need to
differently.
back up.
So
Yeah, help me out.
go back.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Go back in time. It's the year 1990. It's the mid 1990s.
Just say 98.
98.
Yeah.
Late 90s.
You're just a boy
Yeah.
looking for tone.
Not yet a man.
Not yet a man.
Mm-hmm.
Who's influencing that tone that you're looking for?
Mike McCready, Noel Gallagher. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's a great answer.
Thanks.
I
That
had
was-
I couldn't find it without your help.
You're
though.
welcome. I'm glad that I could have been of service.
Do you care to extrapolate on that at all? Go a little deeper.
Yeah, I'll go. I love Univibe, and I use it as a vibrato. I don't play like it's always in my board, but I never like chonka machine gun with it. Really, you know.
Yeah.
But I first got into that pedal because, when you listen to Pearl Jam records, you always hear the movement on the solos, and it was a Dunlop Roto vibe, and that's where I figured out I like Univibe. But then I use it like I want to use it eventually. I think of like Rat pedals just being such a big piece of some of that grunge culture, especially like rock, like Sonic Youth type music, Big Muffs and all. I would get it, and then I'd kind of realize I'm not that band, but I love
Right.
the pedal and use it how I want to use it.
Sure.
So I think, yeah, is that a good extrapolation?
That's a good.
Yeah.
A good.
Yeah, just kind of.
Good answer.
I think I find gear through those people and then
Use it
end
your
up
own
not
way.
using it like
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you,
And
Nick?
hating some of it.
What about me?
Eventually.
I don't really. I mean,
The moment
the
I
thing
ask you
is
that
like the gear
question-
that I have and the music I listen to don't necessarily. I don't really like search out the gear that like the guitar tones. I don't know. I don't really care. I feel like I mean literally if you want to see what inspired the gear that I used, go watch the like 2-hour long thing where you guys build me a pedal board, and that's where it came from. It's not
Nice.
a super exciting story, but that's what it is.
I had fun.
Do you guys want to do one more, or do you want to move on?
Let's do another one.
You wanna do one more?
Yeah.
What are we? What else are we doing? And if you're watching this, you're obviously okay with this.
Yeah.
You're
I
here
Yeah.
for
If
it.
you're still here.
We're an hour
Okay.
20 in, so
Second hot topic. A surprising cover version. So, what's a cover of a song that just like blew you away? I'll go first.
please don't be the one in my. Okay.
Sonic Youth's cover of Superstar by the Carpenters
That's
is
cool.
awesome. I didn't know that song was a Carpenters song, and then I saw a video of theirs pop up on YouTube. I don't know why. And I was like, this song is so cool. And then I found out it was a Carpenters song. And it's on an album that they did collaborating with all these people, all these different artists, and they're all doing covers of Carpenters songs. I can't remember what the album's called, but it's really cool.
That's cool.
But that's one of my favorite covers.
Yeah.
I wonder if a lot of people are going to see this one coming or not, but I was highly impressed and surprised by Casey Musgrave's cover of Neon Moon. I didn't expect that to do it for me, even though I like her. I was like, you can't touch that song. You can't touch that song. It's a perfect song. But she was able to touch it, and it moved me in the right way.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Josh?
Can I throw two out?
Fine.
I would first say Tori Amos Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
And
that is a good cover.
oddly similar.
Did she play two pianos
Yeah.
on that one?
Yeah, it's so
It's
good.
pretty cool.
I think she did it after he passed. Like I'm
Yeah.
not sure when it happened. I heard it much later. This last Friday, Norah Jones dropped a live record. I love Norah Jones through all iterations. I won't get into that. It's not record time. She dropped a live record, and the last track is Black Hole Sun.
Oh,
And
really?
it's crazy cool
That's cool.
because it's Norah Jones at a piano,
Yeah.
and it's like old Norah Jones, but it's like the way she used to lean more into, the Come Away With Me era.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's weird. She weirds it out.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Go check it out.
Rad. That is cool. Addison?
Weezer's cover of "Take on Me."
Yeah. It's
I mean,
fun.
pretty much every.
That album, that
Yeah.
cover record is
Ooh, and hold on, my wife's listening. Shout out Beck. She just texted me. Johnny Cash's version of
Hurt.
"Hurt"
Yeah,
is
it's a good
just
one.
So
actually
beautiful.
that's. Thank you, Beck.
That's
Thank
it.
you. That's
great.
my
That's
favorite
what
cover.
wives are for.
That's right.
Yep. Joshua?
Woven Hand has a cover of Ain't No Sunshine.
Ooh.
Really?
I'm not.
I love Bill Withers.
It's not good,
Yeah.
but it's really creepy.
Oh.
And
Okay.
there's ravens
like
in
the,
the
hand on
background.
your desk.
There's ravens in the
There's
back?
yeah, I'll show you
cawing
later.
Ravens?
Mhm.
Whoa. That's wild. I want to hear
Woven
that.
Hand is a band people should check out.
I haven't listened to enough of their music, but
They're my
Joshua's
favorite.
obsessed with
You're
them.
not intellectual.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. This has been
We're really going places
Yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad
we-
you're on the show.
This is just
caught
so
up
much
on,
fun.
all the
Yeah.
giveaways and stuff.
Josh.
We had so
What?
many.
We have
Yeah.
one more.
We have one more giveaway. Do you want to play a pedal that was picked by the people?
Oh,
I
yeah.
do after this jam. We'll close out on that.
Okay.
We'll pick two.
Okay.
There's no giveaway pending, right?
There is. There's
We have
one
one.
pending
The
for the
Hercules,
Hercules
right?
stand.
Hercules.
Let's give it right now.
Let's do it.
Give it away.
Come
give
on.
It away. Give it away.
Give it away now.
Okay, so we have one of these cool stands. We use them like crazy from Hercules. Hercules, thanks for giving away some stands. Here's our question. Can anyone guess what our trivia question has to do with today, Nick?
Does it have to do with the Disney movie Hercules?
Does it ever? All right, here goes. Josh is slamming
Everything
his
okay
hand
over
on
there?
broken Russian pedals. I feel like we should see this. This is more important than. Oh, nope. Okay.
Oh, wait,
we're,
hold on.
We're gonna read the.
We'll do this later.
Okay.
Go
We're
ahead.
gonna read the question.
Hercules.
All right. Who does Hercules?
Oh,
Man, I'm so thankful for that stinger.
Yeah, that's
okay.
a good stinger.
Who does Hercules convince to come out of retirement and train him so he could become a hero? There's 2 appropriate answers here. You just need to get one of them. There's 2.
Someone has 2 names.
Well, it's
Yep.
kind of the short version of it. Yeah.
okay.
I don't want to
get
give it away. Give it away.
I get it.
All right. We'll come back.
Let's go through what we're using. I'll start here. I'm going with the Croc DS2, obviously based around Boss stuff. Croc is a cool company. First of all, Croc. It's a great name. I have a metal badge here. That's real metal.
Is it really?
It's aluminum. It
I'll
came
cut
off of
you.
something. I think it come off
Aluminium?
Of this. Yeah. So Croc came in this hard, like, it's like a fishing cooler.
Oh, it's the super hard
Like,
styrofoam.
let's clean
Yeah.
these together.
That's the stuff like coolers are like. I've had a cooler made out of that stuff.
That's why I said
Yeah, but-
fishing cooler.
Did you say fishing cooler?
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't
Yeah.
listening to
The
you.
top says
were laughing.
The top says Croc. The top says Croc. But I think maybe
Wait,
that
hold on.
badge.
Are you
Yeah?
trying to say that you have the box?
Do I?
He has the box.
Yeah. So the Croc DS2.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
This pedal was sent to me by someone I won't name. It's not working right. We're not gonna go there.
It was bound to happen at some point.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
What a crock.
Ha.
No
Is it
one
your
breathed.
patch cable, bro?
Let's go with the other DS2. I'm not gonna. Here's the deal. I want to take back my snarky, rude comment. Maybe it's not the baseballs. You know, everybody deserves a chance, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Even a
2
baseball.
DS2s. Oh.
Oh,
This is real life.
yeah. This is as legit as it gets.
The problem. Let's look at this guitar. The problem with this guitar is every drive pedal sounds the same because this pickup is so hot.
Yeah.
It just goes into the pedal. It's like just
Yeah.
straight in. All right. This is a bass balls.
Oof.
Yeah.
I love that.
I take back my hateful comment about someone sending this to me not working. It works great. You know who you are. Thank you. That's pretty saucy.
I heard a rumor about that pedal.
What?
That is actually used back in the Soviet Russia days to communicate with possible extraterrestrials.
The bass balls? Yeah. I've heard that too. There was apparently we have Roswell.
Yes.
They have it's called the Petersburg incident.
Right.
And there is possibly some tech. The St. Petersburg factories where they made the Sovtek amps had generals over the factories. And those factories use technology from within the military, and apparently the baseballs uses a part. You had it a little wrong. You're close.
Okay.
There's a part in here that was used in an alien connection device satellite.
Okay. What year was this?
This was 84,
Okay.
but these are made in the 90s. They had
Okay.
an NOS stash of alien technology communication chips.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
What do you
sense.
think, Nick?
Sure.
Okay, cool. What are you using?
Yeah, I'm using the. I forgot what this brand is because I can't
Lel.
pronounce it. Nell?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It looks like Lel again.
Yeah, I can't.
An L is not an L.
No, I don't speak Soviet languages. So I don't know what it is.
Okay.
CZ though leads me to believe maybe Czech
Czech.
Republic,
Yeah.
maybe.
Probably.
It's a
Did you
digital
just say
delay.
Republic?
That's the best,
Oh,
most useful stinger I think
it is
we've ever.
Republic.
All right.
So yeah, it's a digital delay supposedly, but the two modes are chorus and reverb.
Let's listen to them.
Let's see what it
There's
does.
no way that's a real reverb from that era. It's probably a echo.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, wait. There we go. I did that again.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the Oh.
Whoa.
When I switched it, it killed it. So
I got an idea.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You just like go on a D note, and I'm gonna play over you. We're gonna turn our mics off. I have an
Cool.
idea.
Okay. Just chord or
What?
Start a beat.
Okay.
That was good.
Wow.
Sorry, YouTube, for that ear pinching guitar
That was wild.
frequency.
That was the sound of the matriarch defeating the space police, future
Yeah.
police.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
With their Hercules stand that someone just won.
Yeah,
Who won it?
Who
the
won it?
Hercules stand that Jason Moss just won.
Jason Moss. Congratulations.
With the correct answer, Phil or
Philoctetes.
Philoctetes.
Nice. If you've won something today, email me vlog@jhspedals.com. We'll ship it out.
And if you haven't won something
That's
today,
right.
Don't
it's
you
okay.
dare.
But don't email us.
Shout out Jason. He's a big supporter on the Tone Mob text
Hey.
chat.
Whoa, Jason.
All right, let's do a big shameless plug for you.
Shameless
Because
plug.
I love the stuff you do. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready to do this? Smile into that camera. Are we ready? Is everybody ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, tell us all about the things you do. You do a lot of things.
I do a lot of things.
Walk us through it.
The main thing that people know me from is doing the Tone Mob podcast, where I interview guitar people about guitar stuff and space aliens and all kinds of things. Sometimes it's very on topic, and sometimes it is not. Sometimes it actually gets kind of serious, believe it or not. There's been a lot of talking about addiction comes up quite often. And
so you're not afraid to stray on this podcast?
There's a few set questions.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of let it go where it goes.
I did one recently. We caught up. It had been like a lot of years.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, you came on. Josh actually came on episode 10
This
in
was
2015.
back right when we had like dropped the Muffaletta, I
Yep.
think. This is a lot. This is the other building.
So, and now we're on 230 something.
It's a lot of
So-
episodes.
I do that. I also do a little bit of YouTube stuff, not that much, but I drop a video here and there. And I also co-host Chasing Tone with Brian Wampler.
Yeah.
I've been doing that.
My mortal enemy in
Yeah,
pedals.
I
Because
know.
all of us pedal guys are so just
You hate each other.
cutthroat.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time.
It's a bloodthirsty industry.
It's rough. It's a rough gig.
Yeah.
Brian talks about you a lot, and it's not good. So
I know.
I mean, he may like not let me come back on the podcast after this.
That's fine. So Chasing Tone, if you want to go experience, a sworn nemesis of me, go over there and watch that.
Yeah. So I
It's a good show.
yeah, we do that one. It used to be more video focused back in the day, but now it's just a podcast, and it's had several different iterations. The first time, which was actually what inspired me to do my podcast, was with Brian and Max and Travis. Then those guys moved on.
Travis.
Yeah,
I
Travis.
was on an original,
Yeah,
very old episode of that. That predates our show. I mean, it's been around for a while.
It was
Chasing
fantastic.
Tone has been around for a long time.
it was so good. And then I came on and ruined it.
Yes, you did, but that's good.
And I ruined it for like 200 plus episodes.
Chasing Tone in the guitar YouTube world is one of the first, like, consistently ran, you could say, programs.
I think
Like,
so.
it wasn't just here's a channel and here's a bunch of stuff. Like, it was a show, and Brian's done that consistently way longer than we've done this show. He's
Yeah.
been doing that for a while.
Yep.
In some form.
So then there's that. And then the latest iteration is Brian's got another guy working for him named Richard. He's from the UK, and he has come on the last probably, I don't know, 15 episodes or so, and he has injected some much needed spice into it. So that's been real cool.
He's British.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because they don't use any salt or spice.
Yeah, and weirdly that's where the spice comes from in our topics, because we get
Okay.
to make fun of him for that. So
That's interesting.
yeah, shout out Richard. And then other than that, I help out with several things at String Joy,
String Joy, great string
and
company.
Scott's my dude over there, and we, work really hard to try to get guitar strings to people. And then I do a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff with a bunch of other companies that, is a lot less exciting to talk about. So that's me.
Tons of stuff. Check out Tone Mob at a podcast near you. Go to thetonemob.com. Brian Fallon, Chris Benson in that episode. Scanning the Pearly Gates. Thomas Nilsson. Yeah, 200, almost 300 episodes. It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
You have a store. Go buy some merch. Thanks for being on today.
This was a lot of fun. This is everything I hoped it would
still
be.
a lot of fun. There's so many pedals I want to mention. Shift Line is a really cool company. Look at that glare. That's nice. They have a killer bass pre Addison was talking about.
Yep.
They're a Russian company. This is a tube predating something like an Iridium as well. It's like a solution for cab sim. They have a bunch of cool things. We have this is not Russian, but it would have been USSR.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would have been.
Game Changer's a really cool company. I think we're just kind of tipping our hat to that area, giving it some love. There's a lot of really genius designers and products that have come out over the years. So many things here to talk about. I guess we take the votes and pick the last two pedals out.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
like
have
it.
a
Is
winner
that where we're at? Yeah.
already.
Let's do that winner. And then you tell us, Joshua, the next pedals we're going to play.
Yeah, you are going to play. Well, it was between the baseballs and the plasma, but you just did the baseballs, so
I'll play the Plasma. That's
Plasma
cool because
it
it's
is.
a new product. And
It's a
then we need one
fantastic
more.
pedal.
I don't have one. I don't have one more for you.
Okay.
I was just paying attention to the top. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
All right.
technically, you did have 2. We just played one.
Yeah.
You're giving the people what they want and
There you go.
more.
And more.
And that's what matters.
Let's do the Fuzz stereo in mono, because that's a cool
Oh.
pedal.
This pedal's funny. If you Google it, my name comes up because it was on an episode. I don't know anything about it, but I'm apparently the resource. I can't find any. It may not be Soviet. I think it is. There is a chance
It
it's
says
Japanese, which would
Sia?
see ya. I
It's
don't
got
know.
a really funky foot switch, like, I don't know.
Looks very Soviet.
It does look Soviet.
Who's that winner?
Oh, we did. Well, we already announced the winner. We were just
I'm
saying
sorry.
a winner.
I'm in a
of the-
vortex.
it's, you know
of
what?
Soviet pedals.
All
over here.
good, man.
The plasma is wild. It has this electron tube in it.
Oh, does it have proper power there? Does it need
I think we're good. It's
more juice? Cool.
I think it's fine.
Cool.
So I'm gonna play this dry as a whistle.
Are whistles really that dry?
This is
You
an
know, like you're
ongoing
just
thing.
blowing saliva into them.
Josh has been doing this thing where he just says "as a whistle" after a statement, and yeah,
So it doesn't matter if
You-
it's
it
dry, wet,
it doesn't matter. It just is what it is.
but whatever it is, it's as a whistle.
It's as a whistle.
I like that.
You're doing the stereo fuzz.
Yes, in mono.
As a
So
whistle.
this fuzz is killer. It may make it into Legends of Fuzz one day. In stereo, it's plastic. That's probably why we've never seen this. Plastic pedals do not have a good lifespan.
But first, here's my clean tone.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. It's got soft clipping, apparently, and hard clipping. Let's hear hard. Back to soft. I don't hear like a crazy difference. I hear a little difference, but
Probably in stereo you would. I'm interested in stereo how they deal with the phase. I bet they one side.
I
How
think
they,
it's just dry.
I don't know. It's interesting.
But it
Let's try this.
Oh, go for it.
Unplug from the output you're in, plug into the other one, and see if it works. I'm going to show everybody a hack for stereo pedals. You didn't pay for this, but you're getting it. It's clean, but plug this into the other one, not hooked to anything.
Okay.
I know, everybody's like, wow, what's going on?
Oh, what's he doing over there?
Well, it would activate the the nature of the circuit if it's dependent on both. Never mind, that's anticlimactic. It
Nope.
really is
Yeah,
just
that,
clean.
Yeah, it just is a clean. So it's like
Weird.
all they did is just split it
Well-
off. They're like, here's your dry signal. Go into another amp for some reason.
That is
For
kinda
bass,
weird.
that's sick.
Yes, for bass that rules.
I was
Yeah.
sitting here thinking,
Yeah.
I would never use that, but I would use that because I'm a bass player.
And you
sometimes.
notice the indicator light? I don't know if this is a fault or if this is intentional. It turns on like, hey, and then it goes out.
Yeah.
It's simply indicating, like, hey, it's on.
Hey,
And then-
hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's on.
I don't want to be
I'm
pushy.
on.
I'm gonna play the plasma here. Give you a little demo. Sounds great.
It's really good clean tone.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
Something is wrong.
Something went awry.
How many volts? That's 9.
9. I think you're all 9s over
I
there.
tell you what's hard. Not enough milliamp.
That is rough.
What I like about the live is you experience how insanely difficult life is.
Yeah.
But not that difficult.
but
But
if
we
you're-
live in America.
Yeah, if you're watching it, maybe it's stress relieving to see the stress of doing this from our
Yeah.
perspective.
to see that, like, hey, you know, we're real people too.
Yeah.
Dealing with real struggles just like you.
Like milliamps.
Does plasma need 12?
It says 9.
Ah, okay.
You know,
Nuts.
things are really difficult.
In the words of one of the greatest poets ever, I tried so hard, I got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Do you want to do some hold jazz?
Oh, please.
Let's do some hold
I was-
jazz.
You want to
Thought
try?
you'd never ask.
You got it?
Addison, do you know how to whistle?
I know how to whistle very well.
Can you? Thanks.
Ah.
You good?
We fell
We
apart
got
a
it?
little bit at the end.
It's okay.
fine.
Yeah.
It was just hold jazz.
Just.
Couple things have happened. I broke my crock box.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, wait a second. I just noticed something on our attempt at stereo. There's a switch here for direct and stereo. So maybe your trick would have worked if I would have looked at the pedal closer.
So a trick is like on a Boss stereo chorus.
Right.
If you plug out of output 2 and plug in a dead patch cable, you get vibrato.
Right.
Did anybody know that?
I didn't know that.
Addison's writing it down on his little tiny notepad.
I knew that. But, you know, the audience may not have. And you shared a gem with them. For free, I might add.
That's crispy.
Something is broken. You know? There's... Something's definitely...
Yeah.
Yeah, I have something broken. This live stream today is a real lesson in things not working, knobs being set wrong on the torpedo, power supplies hating Russian Soviet pedals, and probably a bad patch cable, which I'm going to change out because we make our own destinies. I'm
That's
just going to
true.
pause for a
We
second.
make our own destinies.
I'm still having fun.
If somebody's here this far in, they're like, whatever.
They're committed.
They're like cooking or something, and they're like, yeah, these guys are annoying.
Yeah. While you're fixing that, I'm gonna set up the final narrative for this jam so that when you are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, this is it.
This is the one?
Right, this is it. This is the end of the story.
And we're just going to go the CC, CCC, DDD, and then down to like an F.
Down
Perfect.
to an F.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, this is how we're gonna finish the story out.
I'm ready.
A blast of spiritual energy goes over the desert dunes, disintegrating the future cops. And as the transport flies away in the distance, they feel the sonic rumble through the hull of the ship as they look back at a mushroom cloud of spiritual energy billowing into the air. And the village looks out in shock as their shaman and their spiritual leader has sacrificed herself for the good of the village, and they hear in their inner mind's ear, if that's a thing, I'll be with you always, always. And they fly off to find a better land with their newfound means of providing for their people. Now, always.
Wow.
That's it. So let's do a jam about
Are
that.
you ready for this? We good?
Oh wait, what happened? And the ship exploded and everyone died.
It's the guitar.
Oh,
It's the jack of the
Dorito.
guitar.
My goodness.
You know what's the problem? All right.
I'm going to be really still. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. online classes for curious people at every skill level. Explore new skills, get better at the things you already love, get lost in creativity, and join the millions of other people that are already enjoying this platform. There's tons of stuff you can learn on Skillshare. Perhaps you're a really creative person. There are classes for you. Struggling to find resources on how to start your small business? Well, you guessed it. There are classes for that as well. I wish Skillshare had existed when I started JHS. I could have taken a web developing class and made my first website way better. It was bad. And maybe JHS would be as big as Boss or Electro Harmonix by now. Probably not, and that's okay. It's fine. But there are courses that teach you how to record better audio, how to edit video. You can take classes on graphic animation, so if you ever wondered how Nick does the fancy graphic stuff on our show, you could learn to do it yourself. Nick, if you're listening right now, there is a course called Learn How to Mix Music with Young Guru. Frankly, I want all of our jams from here on out to sound like Jay-Z albums. I don't think that's too much to ask, so go take the class, Nick. Maybe I'll take it too. There's even content on how to solder and classes on understanding electronics, which is super cool if you have any interest in building pedals or gear. The classes are put together really well. They're broken down in bite-sized and easy to understand pieces. In some classes, they even go so far as to provide shopping links for the supplies you're going to need for that class. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's like college, but way cheaper, and you don't have to get good grades to keep learning. That was always my problem. There's literally thousands of topics, and the best part is that it's less than $10 a month with their annual subscription. That's like 33 cents a day. That's like a penny an hour. I don't know. I didn't really do the math because I'm bad at math, but maybe Skillshare has a math class I should take. I'll look into it. At the end of this stream, we'll be posting a link in the description. The first 1,000 people to use the link will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. Don't go right now. Go in like 20, 30 minutes after the live's over. It'll be there, and you might really like it. It's a good episode.
Man,
Thanks for coming on.
felt great. Glad to be here.
Did you have a good time with all this Soviet Russian tech?
This is probably one of the peaks of my entire life.
I hope.
Wow.
Okay.
I hope there's more. There's more. There's
I mean,
more.
it could be. Life
You don't
is-
know me.
Never-
You don't know what I've been
I'm
through.
just saying.
Come on.
I'm just saying it's gonna get better.
Oh, we're gonna do more.
I'm just saying, don't
He's
limit
from
yourself
Oregon.
to this being your peak.
He's from
There's
Oregon.
there's a higher mountain out there calling your name,
Man,
Blake.
you're inspirational.
Wow, that
I'm just saying, Blake.
feels awful, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
You don't? Okay.
No.
Never mind. This is your
what
peak.
we should
It's
have
never
started.
gonna get.
It's
any
never
better
going to get
than
any
this.
better than this. I know that, and I've accepted it, and you're trying to make me,
No,
Wow.
you're
this
giving
is
me
it.
false hope.
This is it.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This is it.
Go check
Sometimes-
out Tone Mob Podcast. All the stuff you're doing is awesome. It's good having you on. Thanks, everybody. I mean, the whole team. Joshua, I can't see you. You're on the other side of that amp,
I'm
but,
behind amps, yeah.
but
He
good
has
job.
great hair, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
good
Oh,
job.
someone said I had better hair than Addison
Who?
today.
Yeah, let's. Why don't you tell us, Blake? Who has better hair, Joshua or me?
Okay, let me take
and
a-
Bear in mind, my hair isn't fresh. His is pretty fresh. Just think of me with a fresh haircut.
So,
I mean, my haircut's like 2
So,
weeks old now,
y-
but
you know-
So is mine. That's fair.
Addison strikes me as like he's the guy. He walks into the club, and all the ladies are like, "Whoa!" And then
Beck, I love you. It's cool.
just be real careful, man.
and Joshua walks into the club, and a lot of ladies are like, "Whoa!" But a lot of dudes are like, "That guy knows what's up."
Dang. All right,
I'll
Joshua.
take that.
wins.
Yeah, I'm
right.
taking that one.
You should start a channel where you just do that, where you just,
Where you just
look
rate
at pictures
people's
of
hair?
people and rate their hair.
Yeah.
You can go right now and buy www.hairrating.com. You can sell it to Blake.
Yeah.
All right, this has been really great. I think we're out. We've given everything away. This is a fascinating story. If we'll do a pedal board shot here, look at all this craziness. There's a table next to me full of stuff. Go to Soviet Guitar Effects on Instagram. Soviet. Look into my eyes. Soviet Guitar Effects.
Should we
on
say it together?
Instagram. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Soviet guitar effects.
Everybody.
Soviet guitar effects.
One more time.
Effects.
Soviet guitar
effects.
Guitar
Instagram.
effects. Effects.
Yeah, effects. A lot of good info there. You know, it's moments like this when I don't want to close the show because this feels like home. But everybody has to leave home and do the real thing, you know? They have to go to work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to close the show down and get back to work because this
All right.
isn't work.
In this case, I'm going to close it down and literally go home.
Yeah, you need to go home. You
Yeah.
have a flight.
You gotta catch that flight.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Check out the JHSshow.com for stuff. There's also a Patreon. You can go check that out as well. And we're leaving right now. 3, 2, 1. See